Okay, can you tell us how you got started with sponsoring the Cystic Fibrosis Golf Tournament?
Well, a number of years ago, our granddaughter was born, our first granddaughter. She was born in 1999. When she was 19 months old, she had been very, very sick and had lots of diarrhea and allergy-type symptoms, and we couldn't figure out what was going on with her, and she wasn't really growing. She was really teeny, and her parents took her to the hospital, and they said immediately, this child has cystic fibrosis. Well, we'd heard of it, but we had no idea what it was. So we just knew it sounded terrible. And we started finding out about cystic fibrosis and her condition, and she was diagnosed with failure to thrive. And we really realized this is a horrible, terrible disease, very life-threatening, and surely there's something we can do to make a difference. So my grandchild's mother, who's our oldest child, started working with the Great Strides Walk, which is part of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and we started raising money that way to send to research. Then my husband and I decided we want to do more. Let's raise some more money for cystic fibrosis research, because they're doing so many wonderful things in research. They need the money to do it. And the money really counts, because over 90 cents of every dollar profit goes straight to research, education, and clinics. So we decided we would have a golf tournament, and because we both knew golf. And then we decided we'd have a dinner, and the foundation encouraged us to have a silent auction along with it to help raise more money. So 8 years ago, we started this golf tournament, and through the years we've raised over $200,000 just with our tournament and this event. Other events that we've had is April Taylor, who is a local musical artist, put on a concert at the Paramount for cystic fibrosis. We've had a friend who had bluegrass barbecues, and this past fall we had to find the purple pumpkin in a corn maze and a pumpkin patch, and we started that. We're going to do that again this fall to raise money for research.
That's great. I mean, it really seems like the community supports your efforts, and
they do. And our tournament used to have, well, every year until this year, it had a tennis tournament section to it as well, and we'll pick that up again next year, or the plans are to do that. And in that way we can kind of make people more aware of cystic fibrosis and how it affects a lot of people. Most people probably don't realize that 1 in 31 Americans are carriers of this defective gene, and it only takes 2 people to get together for them to have a 1 in 4 chance of having a child with cystic fibrosis.
That's very startling.
It is startling. It's scary when you think about it.
It truly is. Where would you like to see the tournament going? Do you hope for growth? Do you have any other ideas of different events you would host or sponsor? Or
well, in the beginning, when we started thinking about an event, I really wanted to do a triathlon, and started out at South Holston Lake, and I had all these visions of grandeur, and we worked on that for over a year, and it got very complicated. So we thought, well, let's just start someplace and do something we can do right now with the least complicated way to do it. So we started this tournament. But I have been talking with some other folks, and as a matter of fact, Trevor Clark, who owns a bike shop in Piney Flats, Bike and Fitness, wants to have a bike marathon. Is that what you call them?
I think so.
This fall, and he knows some famous people that ride, and maybe bring them in. And then the Tennis Pro has some very good ideas about the children, and maybe making the tennis tournament a little more special. So we're working on some ideas like that.
Well, great. I think that sounds good.
Yeah.